Hi, I wanted to give some information about a question that I get asked quite often, especially for clients coming in individually, perhaps before premarital counseling or something like that. And that is, should I get married to this person? Are they the one? And, one thing that I find is that a lot of people come in and they expect or want their, future spouse to meet 100% of their needs, that they like the same music as them. They like to go out as often as they like to go out and do the same things as they do, and stuff like that. And so, the first thing is looking at deal breakers, right? So if you want to have kids or not have kids, that probably should match with the other person. The general location that you want to live, how involved you want family. Obviously, if they're abusive, that would be hopefully a deal breaker as well. But that's not generally what people are coming in for. I think that, if your, significant other wants to live in New York and you want to live in California and you both are really set on that, then, that's not something that people usually come in for. It's usually those other things. So let me give you an example. And that is, for example, is like when people come in and talk about how their spouse, wants to go out 7 days a week and they don't. They want to stay home. And how compatible is that? Because they want to be able to have a partner that they can hang out with and stuff like that. And so the question is are those needs that you have that your partner can't meet, is it possible that friends could meet those needs? So would a friend be willing to come over and hang out with you? Or if you're the one that likes to go out, do you have friends that you can go out with? And how does your partner feel about that? So, if your partner is super jealous, like if you're the one, for example, that likes to go out and they like to stay home and they're super jealous that you're going out or asking you, to check in with them every 5 minutes or something like that, then it might be something where you go to therapy and see if that could be worked on or whatever. And if not, it might be something that you think about, is this worth it? But if they're willing to let you go out and do your thing with friends, then is there a compromise that you guys would be okay with? Like, so for example, you generally prefer to go out 4 nights a week. Well, would 2 or 3 be okay? You go out 2 or 3 nights a week with friends, stay home a few nights a week. Or is it something where if you're home for dinner every night and then go out, your, significant other is totally fine with that. So really, expect that hopefully a good match might be that they meet 70 to 80% of your needs. They have the same values as you do. They have the same overall big, things, children, where you're going to live, stuff like that. Those goals are similar. And finding out if there's, compatibility with other areas. But usually friends can take the role of missing pieces in, most relationships. Obviously not when it comes to intimacy or whatever, but with most other things. And so then the next step is, once you decide, yeah, they do meet 70, 80% of the needs, then, it might be something that you decide to go into couples therapy or premarital therapy for a few sessions to find out, if there's any concerns that you should have, or do they indeed share the same values as you do, so to kind of keep that in mind as well. And so overall, like I said, it's important that they meet about 70, 80% of your needs, but also keeping in mind that there could be something that could drive me crazy in a relationship that wouldn't bother you at all. So the negatives that you see aren't necessarily equivalent to negatives that other people would have. So if there's something that would drive you nuts about the person that you think is going to be problematic through your relationship, there's a decent chance that they could find someone who would love those things about them or not mind those things about them. So it's not only about, are you going to be happy, but are they going to be happy? So I hope that helps. And, the main thing is to not expect your partner to be 100% everything for you. And I think you'll probably go a long way with that, but also that they're not meeting 30% of your needs either, because that's really not enough for most people. So I hope that helps, and you can give me a call if you have any questions. And again, like always, take care of yourself.